this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're just not going to make a cinnamon roll. We're going to make a Christmas cinnamon roll or for Thanksgiving. But it's not a cinnamon roll. It's an Amertto Almond Cinnamon Roll and my recipe. So let's get started. First we're going to heat up some milk. 1 cup of milk. And we want to make sure this gets kind of bubbly. Once it gets bubbly, we're going to add in 4 to 4, I got 4.5 of butter, but you can do 4, but I got 4.5. And then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So I'm trying to get this warmed up because that's going to be our wet ingredients for our dry ingredients. With our dry ingredients, I have to write everything down because I have to remember how I did it. I got 3.5 cups of flour in here, but I reserved a little bit on the side. I got 1 egg that's at room temperature. 1 pack of rapid yeast. We're going to use already put into my sugar, which is 3 tablespoons of sugar. I put in about 1/4 of salt. I'm not a big salt person, but if you like salt, you can go add in 1/2 of salt. And then we're going to mix the wet with the dry. So I'm trying to get the wet ingredients warmed like this. It's getting kind of, we need to get it a little bit bubbly, but not too bubbly. You want to come closer? Okay. And then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of almond extract to get it that almond taste. Just want to make sure. Ooh, I can smell that almond. And then we're going to melt in the butter as well, just a little bit more. I love the almond. So then I'm going to put the butter in, and I'm going to kind of chop it up into little cubes in here. These, I'm telling you, these, I don't want to blow my own toot, but toot toot, these are delicious. So give me 1 moment, putting this all in here. As you see, it's now it's starting to bubble. So when it starts to bubble, I turn the heat off completely. I want to turn this heat off. I'm going to unplug it, and then I'm going to stir this. When it comes, see? And we're going to let this melt in here. And while this is melting, which it should be melting shortly, we're going to start making the batter. But let me get this butter cut in cubes. And when we bake this, guys, it's going to be at 375, but we got a ways to go there because this does take time, but let me tell you, it is delicious. So now that I got this on the other side, warm in here, it's turned off. Matter of fact, I want to turn this and bring this over here because I'm going to be pouring this in here. So in here already, I got my flour, but I did reserve some in the middle. Please, you're going to come and mix all this. Let me pull this here for just a second so you can see me doing this. Use a hook. And then we're going to put the all the dry ingredients in. Like I told you, 3 tablespoons of sugar to 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. If you like salt, I like less salt. Then I'm going to break an egg because we're going to mix this. Oh, the rapid yeast. We can't forget the rapid yeast. Get that in there. And make sure you have a spatula on handy. So I'm going to mix this in here. And then I'm going to put an egg in at room temperature. And let this melt. Let it beat. So when you do this, you're going to put this on medium, and then we're going to pour the wet ingredient in here in just a second. Let me open it up. And I'm going to pour, like I said, I'm going to pour the wet ingredients in there. So let me pour this wet ingredients. Just going to pour it in there. Try to put this somewhere else. And then, like I told you, I reserved a little bit of flour. So you're going to put this at medium, and you're going to also use the spatula to make sure you get it down. It's going to go to a bowl. I'm going to put the rest of it in there. And we're going to let this form into a ball. And it's going to take about 5 minutes, guys, but put it on medium. So I'll be right back. So it looks like it's nice and forming. I can't tell you how much the smell in here. I can just actually smell this almond in this dough. It's going to be so good. So I'm going to open this up. Oh, the dough is nice and warm too. And then what we're going to do, it's just going to knead it just a couple times. Don't over knead the dough, guys. Just knead it a couple of times. And then roll it into a dough like this. Roll it. I'm going to put it back in. I'm not going to mess it up, but you can. I put it back in my bowl. But if y'all like using a separate bowl, more power to you. More mess. If I can get this. There it goes. I'm going to put it in here. You can saran wrap it, whatever you want to do. I like using cloths. So I'm just going to put my clean Christmas cloth over this. Not just one, but two. And I'm going to set this to the side in a warm place. See, my dough's in there. I'm just going to set this aside in a warm place. You need to let this rise for 40 minutes. Alexa, 40 minutes. So this right now.
Starting now.
So while that's doing that, I'm going to show you how I do my filling. In my filling, right here, I got 1.5 cups of dark brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar, but I like using dark. It's sweeter to me. I have 1 tablespoon of ground sugar, 3/4 cups of very, very soft butter, and then I'm just going to mix this to the side. And then this is going to be the filling for our cinnamon rolls. But I'm going to show you something else. What we're going to do once that dough is ready to fill it, I'll show you what I do to my pan and what I'm going to do to the filling. Add in. Oh, it's so delicious! I'm so excited. Again, this is really a nice. It's not a boring cinnamon roll. So if you love almonds and amaretto, this is going to be your favorite cinnamon roll to make. So I'm going to set this to a side. I'm going to be back in 40 minutes when the dough is ready, and then I'll show you how we're going to prepare it. And then we have to let it rise for another 20 minutes. Then we bake it. Be right back. So we're back. It's been 40 minutes. It has rised. So let me go ahead and take these off. Come over here. And then we're just going to see how pretty the dough is. I'm going to just stay there so this way they can see. And then we're just going to take the dough out from here. Oh, this dough smells so delicious. Put it here. And then this is the part that's not my favorite. It's rolling, because when I roll, I can't make an even triangle. So we'll see. Then we're just going to roll this out to make a rectangle. So give me 1 moment. And then we're going to just roll this out. And then once we roll this out, then we're going to make the filling for it. And then it has to let it sit for another 20 minutes. It's so warm. Okay. Get these out. As you see, I'm not the best roller, but it's okay. It's going to taste awesome. Okay, so I think I got it rolled out pretty much. I'll just check and roll when I do this. So we have this all rolled out. We talked about the filling that we made already, which is 1.5 cups of brown sugar. In here, I put in the brown sugar with the butter, which was 3/4, and then I mixed it all up. So now we're just going to spread this in. And 1 tablespoon of cinnamon is in here. So next we're just going to get this and just kind of roll this out. And what did I do with my spatula? My spatula works really great on this. So I'm just going to spread this in all over. It's enough. It just needs to this part takes a while, a little bit. We're just going to spread this over every little bit. That's why the butter has to be really so soft when we do this. Get everywhere on this dough. Oops. This smells so good. Okay, got there. Now let's work up here. So most cinnamon rolls look like this, but not ours. No, no, no. Ours is going to be extra special. See? It worked out. It just has to spread it. So we're going to have this in here. Next, what I'm going to do to make it extra special for Christmas or for Thanksgiving, for the holidays. I'm going to make sure I get all this. Don't want to waste any of this because this is the filling. Then I got some almonds. I got some sliced almonds. And then I'm going to pour the slice, I'm going to sprinkle some almonds inside. Ooh, it smells so good. I don't think I can make any, I think this is going to be my cinnamon roll now on. Okay. So I got the almonds in here. Enough. And then we're just going to roll it and let it sit for 20 more minutes. But let me make sure I get almonds everywhere. There, and everywhere. Perfect. Get all this. And then we're going to roll it. When we roll it, you're going to make sure you're trying to do it pretty tight. So you just start. And then we're going to do it tight. Once you get this, then it goes a little bit easier now. Keep rolling. My tummy's growling. It's a Choo choo. Keep going. Make sure it's nice and tight on the ends. Keep going. I think my grandmother Pearl would have been so proud of me. Can't make her bread, but I can do this. Okay, then you're just going to let this sit. I kind of do this to the ends, tuck them like that. And now we're going to let this sit, cover it up for 20 more minutes. And then we're going to start putting them on the baking sheet. See you in a little bit. So they are rise. Let me just turn off Alexa. Alexa, turn off timer. So we got the timer.
The timer canceled.
So we got the timer off. Now this is what it looks like. Ooh, ah. So we got that taken care of. Before we start cutting them, we're going to prepare our pan. While this is rising, go ahead and start your oven at 375, and then we're going to cook these at 20 minutes. So I got my 9x12. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spray it really good because I don't want it sticking. Then what I did, I got some brown sugar, the dark brown sugar, and I get it. Oops. then I'm going to crumble some on the bottom of this pan. So when it bakes on top of it, it's extra sweet. So put some on the bottom. And just put some in here. Perfect. And got it. Okay. So this is what I do. This is my little secret. Probably other people do the same thing, but none of my recipes that I saw, I didn't see anything like this. Okay. So I got my brown sugar here. I got my pan. I got my oven. I'm going to close this brown sugar up because I don't want the air to hit it to make it hard. Now you can get a string, but I like using the thing that I do my cakes with. So then you're going to cut these up into, you can make about a 12. It should make 12. So what I'm going to do is kind of do this to get to the half. There's my half. Okay. So I'm going to try to do 6 on this one. Okay. Just going to start cutting. So there's 1. See how pretty that looks? So that all the sugar and the butter and the almonds, and now I just place it in here. Has a little crunch to it. 2, 3. Yep, and I'm going to do it. 4. 5, 6. Okay. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, so you see I have 6 on this side. Okay, put it in here. Kind of leave them a little bit apart and like flatten them a little bit. And then we're going to do the next set of 6. Let me just put them in here like that. When you slice these, it kind of, you can hear the crunch of the almonds. So, see, you just go in. See how the sugar and the almond and the butter and the cinnamon are all in there? Okay, and now we just got 3 more. Okay. Kind of flatten that. You think we're going to bake it now? Not yet. We got something else we're going to do before we put this in the oven. So I got the cinnamon rolls all in here. I went ahead and melted some butter. Then we're going to get the butter and drench it on top. Just put some. I think I got about maybe a half or 1 tablespoon in here. It might be a little bit more. And then you just drench it. It is so good in the inside. It's ooey gooey, just like the way you want your cinnamon roll. Keep doing this. And this one. Get this one. Can't leave them out. And then I just kind of go over them a little bit because there's butter all over this thing. Just kind of make sure, I just want to make sure I fill it in with butter. Sides. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to bake this in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes, but keep an eye on it. I'm going to start mine at 18 minutes just to keep an eye on it. And I'll be right back, and then we'll make the delicious Amaretto icing. So we're back. The cinnamon rolls are all out, not cinnamon rolls, but Amaretto Almond Cinnamon Rolls. They're all out. I wish I could lift it up so y'all can see it. Come a little closer so I can see. Look at all the gooey, look at all the brown sugar on the bottom. See on the sides? That's why I put brown sugar on the bottom, so everywhere you taste tastes like Christmas. So now we're going to make the icing. So on the icing, have my thing. I got 2 cups of powdered sugar. I have my Amaretto, my almond, and my almond extract, and some almond and some milk. So what I'm going to do here is put 1 tablespoon of almond extract. I'm going to have to go buy some more almond extract. Then I'm going to put, smells good, 1 tablespoon of Amaretto. I use Amaretto so much that I had to go buy another one. We might put 2 in here since I got 2 cups. So I'm going to play an eyeball on that. So we're going to probably use some more of that in a minute. Then I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of milk to start out. Doesn't mean we're going to finish because we need to make the icing. Then we're going to just stir it. Oh, this smells so good. I just don't know what smells better, the cinnamon rolls or the icing. But this is the icing. See, it needs more. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more of Amaretto. If you love Amaretto, guys, try my Amaretto cheesecake. It's to die for. Okay. We're going to put a little bit more. I'm going to put another half in here. It's Christmas. It's the holidays. Okay. Now, see, it's getting where I want it, but I still need a little bit more. So I'm just going to add a little, like I said, you have to eyeball this. Put a little bit more milk. Okay, this is what I want it to look like. Perfect. So we have everything in here. Don't forget the extra, put that, don't want to lose 1 drop of the Amaretto. So I have that in here. Next, I'm going to put the almonds. This is probably about a ½ cup. I'm going to put that in there. Mix it together. Ah, doesn't that look good? Look at that. So this is your icing, guys. This is what goes on top with the Amaretto. Oh my God, I'm telling you, this is really good. Then you're just going to get a spoon. I'm going to do that one last. Put it top. Go around in the center. And you can tell which one's the ends because my ends are the ones right there and there. But we're going to get those. Now, if you think you need to make more of this, add more. Almost done. Okay. I'm going to do this one here. Delicious. I'm going to fix them because I want to make sure I get it on top of this one. I know it's going to fall, so just let it be. And then we're going to get this one over here. Oh, we'll just leave him be. He's lazy. Okay. Try to get more over here. Like I say, just put a little bit over every one of these. And then we're going to taste these. What a great way to wake people up for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I mean, you don't have to have it for breakfast. You can even do this for a dessert. Okay. So I'm going to get this one. Look at that. See the brown sugar? I don't know if you can see the brown sugar on the bottom. Let's see if I can. I don't want to roll it, but see how the brown sugar's on the bottom? Because it's all this yumminess. I mean, it just tastes and feel like Christmas. And then let's taste it. Look at this. Look at the inside. Look how good. All the nice almonds and cinnamon. It's just delicious, guys. I'm telling you. It's fantastic. If you don't make this, you don't know what you're missing. Try it. You'll like it. Well, I want to thank, I know my family's going to enjoy this. So if you like this recipe, please subscribe to my channel here at Recipe Amateur Investigator here on YouTube. I love to hear about your sweet comments. Thank you for everybody who has, all my new subscribers and all my other ones who are still following me. So continue to stay with me while we build. And thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family enjoys this Amaretto Almond Cinnamon Roll as much as my family is going to enjoy it. Bye, guys.